It was all over Papoose. I mean, Rooney, a Bronx battle rap queen who is now a tabloid headliner, and Claressa Shields, a two-time Olympic gold medalist who is now a reality TV chaos agent. What could possibly go wrong when these two are fighting for the same thing? Hold on, did you all see that footage? If not, grab your popcorn right now. What started as a birthday party turned into a love and hip-hop Fight Club edition when Remy and Claressa Shields went toe-to-toe literally in what witnesses are calling the most violent celebrity brawl of the year. Man, in the same room on the same night with so many cameras pointed at them, but why was Papoose just standing there with a red velvet cupcake while these two women tried to knock each other into next week? The footage is crazy, the receipts are scandalous, and the drama it's giving WV is better than daytime court TV, with a sprinkle of drama. When Claressa Shields began floating around Papoose like a Hallmark movie villain with a boxing license, Remy had been giving side-eye energy. However, since then, no one expected Remy to throw hands at a VIP event with camera crews, influencers, and a full dessert table present. Yes, you read correctly. Remy Smith, Grammy-nominated rapper, loving mom, and former jailbird turned motivational speaker, got into a during what was supposed to be a low-key private celebration for Papoose's latest business venture, he got into a straight-up brawl with Claressa the GVU Shields at an upscale Detroit lounge. Translation: his soft launch with Claressa has gone completely off the rails. Let's fast forward to when Papoose and Remy were hip-hop royalty. A Brahms love story was forged in studio sessions, conjugal visits, and bit ciphers. However, things began to fall apart the moment Claressa entered the conversation. Our anonymous stylist source claims that Remy had already been planning behind the scenes. She allegedly hired a private investigator back in December after catching Papoose smiling too much at the group chat. And when she casually posted a picture of her sparring with Pap, shirtless and glistening, holding pads like they were engaged, it was a wrap. Now, Remy tried to play it cool at first. She even liked a few of Claressa's posts and dropped a fire emoji once or twice, our source claims. Claressa, on the other hand, arrived calmly wearing a diamond-studded boxing robe and heels, sipping Casamigos like it. Pap continued to claim that Claressa was just a friend who helped him stay fit, but that didn't explain the private gym sessions, the overnight recovery ice baths, or the $8,000 Rolex he unintentionally gave her. Remy, on the other hand, is old school. She doesn't do messy back and forth. She also performs pull-ups. Juice Sis wasn't bothered until Remy barged. Now, let's stop right here because the word husband hits harder than a left hook. Technically, Remy and Papoose haven't officially announced their divorce. So even though Papoose has been licking around with Claressa like they're the new Jay and Bay, Remy still sees herself as the wife. Not the ex-tension is an understatement, according to one source who was at the event and claims they were only there to DJ. Flickering as if the venue sensed the chaos. And then, at the last second, Rem approached Claressa directly, looked her in the face, and said, "Keep smiling, champ. You're going to be sipping that drink through a straw after tonight, baby." At that point, Claressa got up and Rogue threw Vaseline into her bag just in case. The room fell silent, and even Papoose appeared to need a reboot. According to one witness, he whispered, "I just wanted to drop a mixtape, man." Before retreating like Homer in the bushes into the photo booth, Remy suddenly swung first, not with a punch, but with her purse, which was reportedly a $4,000 designer clutch, and hit Claressa in the shoulder. Bell rang, and after one fight in which Claressa lunged at Remy, she ducked, and the crowd did not intervene because they were all apparently too busy filming for their Instagram stories. The footage was shaky and came from multiple angles, and someone even captured it in cinematic mode, demonstrating how this generation doesn't stop chaos. They document it. Remy's nails were pulled and snapped, and at one point she yelled, "You can't have him. He's mine." Claressa responded, "Girl, he isn't even answering your texts." At that point, things got out of hand, and Remy allegedly reached for a bottle of champagne, which Claressa blocked with a cake platter. Security then arrived like clockwork, but the security guards were also Claressa's cousins, so in reality, they simply formed a protective circle around her and even dared to try again. A bewildered individual attempted to mediate the situation by stepping between them while holding a cupcake with a candle inside and mumbling, "Can we just talk?" He was unintentionally bumped in the ribs by a panic partygoer who was holding crab legs and saying, "You can't make this stuff up." However, that was only the beginning. What transpired next would cause a huge backlash, ignite the internet, and even prompt 2 local Detroit council members to call for a citywide celebrity. The crowd dispersed like roaches as soon as the security team set up the cousin-powered phalanx around Claressa. When the lights came on, phones were in the air, and someone yelled, "Yo, world star." Within 23 minutes, hashtag #RemyClaressa was trending #1 globally on Twitter, TikTok, Threads, and somehow even Club Penguin's ghost servers. The footage was also very cinematic, with slow-motion hair flips and overhead angles captured in real time. Comments from inebriated visitors: "It seems that Ebo made a surprise pay-per-view." An anonymous partygoer, who currently has, "I verified this man's career, and you think he left me for a rookie with gloves?" The 3 grown men shout as they hold Remy back in a Fashion Nova deal with 4 million followers. Claressa, meanwhile, can be heard laughing, yes laughing, while adjusting her ponytail and sipping from a champagne flute as if she's filming a. Fans were shocked when the internet turned into a digital crime scene. TikTok, displaying what appeared to be Papoose messaging Claressa with messages like, "I need peace, not pain. You're the calm in my storm." She's still using my Netflix password, but I changed the login last week. The Real Housewives of Toledo promo went viral, and the receipts followed. A few hours later, an alleged leaked text thread appeared, posted by a burner account called @BoxingBarbieTier. Investigators began enhancing screenshots that zoomed in on nail shapes that matched timestamps. Then someone allegedly leaked a voice note that said, "She thinks she got him, but she only got him until I feel like taking him back." Woo pity and prophetic. Remy isn't new to this. She's been in public feuds before. Remember the infamous Sheather track, where she sharply targeted Nicki Minaj? So it's not surprising that she brought that same energy into a room where someone was allegedly spending time with her still official husband, but Claressa has changed. According to a widely shared tweet, Remy forgot that Claressa fought for her country, not for power. That woman has gold fists and platinum patience. Speaking of fists, a guest shared security footage from the side door that showed Claressa throwing what appeared to be a clean uppercut into the air after Remy ducked. Remy missed it as well, but the dedication was tenfold by this point. By now, everyone was weighing in, from Wendy Williams fan pages to boxing blogs. Even Jake Paul chimed in on X, tweeting, "Claressa's got that jab, Remy better chill. I smell a celebrity boxing match. Who's trying to promote this?" However, the real tea came when Claressa posted a now-deleted Instagram story just hours after the headline Remy and Claressa Shields trade blows. Papoose left holding cake and regret. Toons reposted a still of Remy pointing a stiletto in Claressa's face with the caption, "From the ring to the lounge, it's on." The image of her sitting in a row with an ice pack on her shoulder and calmly mouthing the words to Summer Walker's Karma read, "I told him I don't fight over no man, but I will respond when disrespected. Know the difference #bothered #still standing." Ray's camp, on the other hand, went completely silent, posting only one cryptic egg story with a black screen, a white heart, and the words loyalty over everything. Despite this, the Remy Hive 1 fan page was still deleted. Even Lil Kim reposted a meme featuring Remy in a Mortal Kombat outfit with the text, "Choose your fighter, Bronx Edition." If you thought that was messy, wait until you hear what was actually happening behind the scenes at the venue. According to our exclusive source, a barman who was fired for giving Remy too many shots of Casamus. The video is a 9-minute conspiracy breakdown on YouTube titled, "Claressa was always jealous. 10 signs Remy should have swung sooner." Receipts inside. Remy cornered Claressa in the hallway near the restrooms and whispered, "You're smiling a lot for someone about to lose their veneers." The source claims that Claressa remained composed until Remy bumped her shoulder on the way out, muttering, "I'd give you 6 months before he's back home." At that point, security heard and attempted to separate them, but it was too late because by the time they arrived, it was already too Even the cake was destroyed in the altercation. A local bakery even shared on Facebook that we spent 13 hours making that $5,000 Remy and Pap-themed buttercream masterpiece. It had edible gold and chocolate boxing gloves. They fought next to it, and someone knocked it into a speaker. We're devastated. But you know who wasn't devastated? Claressa's PR team. They immediately started spinning the wheel. Remy was still walking through the Bronx with an attitude, and her hair tied back like it was 2005. Ray's team responded with a one-word lawsuit, saying that although Remy may have swung first, she was emotionally provoked and that the venue staff should have known better than to invite both women to the same event. This is where things get really shady. Narrative reaching out to fight promoters and hinting at a potential Remy versus Claressa's Shield celebrity charity boxing match. Sources say Claressa is down yet. Increase interest in his next project. It seems that he had been considering a reality TV show pilot that would depict him, Claressa, and Remy in a love triangle plotline. The title of the show is In the Ring of Love PAB. If is accurate, it would indicate that the entire catastrophe was planned rather than unplanned, but if it is, someone neglected to inform Remy, because that swing was not acting. It was a decade-long frustration, betrayal, and bronze rage wrapped in a 5-inch stiletto. And comment sections turned into battlegrounds, with Team Remy proclaiming her the only authentic person in the group, Team Claressa claiming she didn't swing first, and Team Papoose primarily consisting of memes of him looking perplexed while clutching that lone cupcake and muttering, "I just wanted to drop a mixtape." You can already tell there would be fire with this amount of smoke, because if you thought the fight was done, you're mistaken. That was only the first round. What happened after the party would send shockwaves through the... Just when you thought the night couldn't get any worse, the Detroit Police Department arrived at the lounge 45 minutes late and finished 5 punches short. By that time, Remy had already stormed out through the kitchen exit, allegedly knocking over a tray of shrimp skewers, and Claressa was cooling off in the VIP hooker room as if she hadn't just gone 12 rounds with the rap legend. The damage was done, and the internet wasn't forgiving. Remy's lawyers were on full damage control the following morning. A source close to her camp told Page 6 that she was deeply embarrassed by the altercation and regrets letting emotions get the better of her, but another insider contradicted that, saying Remy may be violating probation after the lounge fight. The story, with headlines like Gloves Off versus Claressa Shields, ends in a blood cake and broken dreams vibe. Papoose's love triangle explodes in Detroit. Security blames poor lighting for the complex. Remy may be violating probation after the lounge fight. Claressa's team filed a formal complaint alleging assault with intent to harm, citing witness reports, video footage, and a broken acrylic nail that scratched her eyelid. Legal experts say this could land Remy in hot water because, let's not forget, she was once imprisoned for almost 7 years over a shooting incident in 2007. Despite her efforts to rebrand herself as a responsible adult and Black excellence mogul, she has been throwing hands at a lounge over a man who fumbles freestyles. The following Monday, Papoose himself went on Instagram Live, looking like he hadn't slept in 72 hours, with a hoodie on in the background and dark, glossy eyes. What he said was, "Oh, just the most Papoose thing ever. I never wanted this. I wanted peace. I wanted music. I wanted my ladies to coexist. Sir, you wanted a cipher, not a cage match. Let's be serious," he said. Actual. He is homing that cupcake like it's his last remnant of masculinity, and Fat Joe even jumped into the mess, calling for cultural peace. The UDACIT, that last stream, hit 1 million viewers in less than 10 minutes, not because people were feeling sorry for him, but because the comment section turned into the Hunger Games, bro. You can't manage one mixtape, and you tried to manage 2 queens. Blink twice if you're afraid of both of them. When Remy discovered that clip, she allegedly shared a story of her old mugshot with a caption, "Shay hands, I got history." Let's see who the judge listens to. However, during a live session with DJ Envy, he unintentionally revealed that Papoose might have been living with Claressa for the previous 3 months, which only confirmed what fans already suspected. Pap was playing both sides. The tension was palpable over the Wi-Fi, and although Claressa remained silent, her manager let The Michigan State Athletic Board released a statement stating that it is looking into potential unlicensed combative behavior following the now viral lounge brawl. In other words, if you fight and you're a pro, you're allowed to use violence. Miss Shields makes a very calculated statement that she is focused on her training career and legacy. She does not use violence unless it is approved by a boxing commission, but she is entitled to self-defense. Boxer, it can legally be considered using a weapon, so yes, Claressa might also be subject to disciplinary action. Now, let's talk endorsement deals. Ray's partnership with a high-end wig company halted Claressa's upcoming campaign with a major sportswear company, and insiders claim that Papoose's reality show pitch is on hold because it's too toxic for VH1, the network that gave us Love and Hip Hop Miami. Then, get ready because someone leaked security camera footage from inside the lounge, shouting, "I have bars," regardless of whether she has belts. Glass breaking and what sounds like a man whispering, "Don't hit her face, it's still healing," are heard after that. Internet detectives examine the audio as if it were a leaked Taylor Swift album, and some claim that Papoose can be heard softly humming Alphabetical Slaughter in the background. Whether this is a sign of nervous energy or a coping strategy, nobody knows for sure, but the most bizarre aspect is that Remy was purportedly supposed to appear on them. This whole mess isn't just about Remy and Claressa. It's about ego, the legacy of love triangles, and the fact that two strong women are forced into a pitiful plot for the amusement of it. Breakfast Club that same week, Charlemagne reportedly canceled the taping after security detected a potential retaliation plan involving boxing gloves being delivered to the studio in advance. No one has confirmed it yet, but sources claim the gloves were bedazzled and embroidered with the word wifey. Public opinion is now changing, with some fans arguing that Remy may have snapped because no one respected her status, while others contend that Claressa didn't provoke anything, she simply existed. Ray's insecurity was what ignited the altercation, but one thing is certain. The internet has taken sides, and this feud has become a movement. The hashtags are wild. Hashtag #TeamOrCut, hashtag Bronx. We don't know what will happen next. Will Remy file charges? Will Claressa sue for defamation? Will Papoose release a diss track directed at himself? But we do know that this fight has altered everything. Alliances are broken, reputations are bruised, and Papoose is reportedly staying with a cousin in Jersey until things settle down. How did he survive all that? If you're still breathing after this level of secondhand embarrassment, heartbreak, and viral chaos, then you're not doing well. Papoose may be the calm in the storm, but he is the storm. He managed to fumble two queens, destroy a $5,000 cake, and still act like the victim.
Someone should check on that man.
Actually, someone should check his iCloud, because there must be more. We just watched an Olympic champion and a bronze rap legend turn a lounge into a wrestling arena over a man holding a $3 cupcake. And for what? A mixtape, a situationship, a man who still rhymes loyalty with royalty in every song. What do you think? Was Remy justified? Did she go too far? Did Claressa play it cool? Or is she the real villain in boxing gloves? And most importantly, should Papoose be banned from hosting events for the remainder of 2025? Leave your theories in the comments below, as you all always know more than the FBI. If you want more exclusive tea, dramatic breakdowns, and scandalous storytelling that will make you clutch your pearls, then we're turning to you, the real investigators, the keyboard warriors, the shady detectives of TikTok and Twitter. This was Gossip Spill Vibe, where the drama is always blazing hot and the facts are kind of optional. Make sure you like, subscribe, and smash that bell harder than Claressa duck that clutch. See you in the next expose. Music from Gossip Spill Vibe. CLA.